It's nice being able to develop a connection with them and a bond with them.
It's like almost like a family.
I can be, or I can do anything that I want.
If you think about the name Mosaic, we put together a range of services to help address an individual's needs. We don't address just the treatment needs that somebody has, but the range of needs to help them in their successful recovery. I think the stories that you hear from people who've been here are compelling and powerful. As much as I can say about how important this organization is, their stories tell the truth and tell it more powerfully than anyone ever could.
When I first got here, I ran away from here because I figured that couldn't nobody understand me, and I didn't want them to understand me. I didn't want to trust anybody. I didn't believe no place could help me. But then once I got here and people started opening up their arms and their heart to me, it was different.
I think the best part about working for Mosaic is actually working with the clients, because they're just like anybody else that you meet and you come across.
Most people don't know that I have a mental illness because I don't act like it. I don't have to.
We also do a lot of work with families, addressing the mental health needs that somebody has.
I was 9 years old when Robert was born, so I was just a little kid. Didn't know exactly what was happening. Robert was different, and I sort of dealt with it. My mother got sick, and she really couldn't care for him. I was getting calls, that Robert was missing. He hung around with guys that he shouldn't have because he wanted to belong. They were not kind, and he would roam the streets. He'd be gone for a day or two. Sometimes you'd find him beat up and at the police station. If it weren't for Mosaic, I don't think he would be alive.
My main goal that I have with the clients I work with is to help them get back to being independent and eventually, hopefully, leaving Mosaic and being able to live independently in the community with limited supports.
Being able to find a job, being able to be seen for whom they are rather than being identified as an illness is an extraordinarily difficult challenge.
I do have a job in the community. I do street cleaning and a little bit of landscaping. The feeling of accomplishment that really, that gets to me. You look back on it and of course you get compliments.
We have some folks that are here that this is their first experience with mental illness, and they may have a depression, anxiety disorders. Some of the more severe illnesses that people come to our programs with are schizophrenia, manic depression, and we also address a lot of other illnesses and needs that people have.
I had my first crisis in 1977. I stayed at home and didn't do much of anything except go to therapy once a week because there was no Mosaic then.
Other institutions, they medicate you. Don't take out the time with their clients. That's what makes it so different. Here at Mosaic, the staff interact with the clients, and they make the clients feel just as important as anyone else. And that's the most important thing, is because they're still human beings.
It's almost like a family. You can talk to anybody about any problem. They like to see you do well.
I think the stigma has been so problematic in people simply going to get help and being labeled as someone with a mental illness. It tends to follow people. The struggles that this pervades throughout their lives are enormous. We have to do more.
They've given me like a new lease on life. But I'm just grateful, they take time out for me.
It teaches you that you can do anything that you want to do.
Robert likes everything about Mosaic, plus now he has a job that he's very proud of, and I just think he really feels like this is his home.